from shocking senses to strange symptoms. Here are top 10 mind-blowing facts about the human body that you never knew you needed. Number 10, you have a secret sense. While we're all familiar with our 5 primary senses, sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing, humans actually have a 6th sense known as. This sense allows us to be aware of our body's position and movement without any input from our sensory organs. So when you walk, proprioception helps you know where your limbs will be in relation to your body at every point along the path, allowing you to navigate your environment with ease. It's like having a built-in GPS system for your body. However, this sense can sometimes fail, leading to interesting consequences. For example, if you've ever experienced the odd sensation of your foot falling asleep, you'll know that it can feel like your body is no longer under your control. This happens because the nerves in your foot have been compressed, which means they aren't sending the correct signals to your brain about your foot's position. As a result, your brain has trouble mapping out where your foot is in space, which can make it feel like it's floating or disconnected from your body. But thankfully, this feeling only lasts a few seconds until the blood flow to the affected area is restored and those pesky signals stop tricking your brain. No. 9. Your blood has a memory. Imagine a scenario where your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is swinging between buildings and suddenly he feels a sharp pain in his chest, like someone just stabbed him with an ice pick. Turns out Peter Parker could be suffering from a condition called pericarditis, which causes inflammation of the sac around the heart, aka and believe it or not, this condition can cause the heart to literally stick to its surrounding structures, making it feel like your heart has a memory of where it's supposed to be. When this happens, the heart loses its ability to move freely within the chest cavity, which can lead to some serious complications. Not to mention it can be pretty painful, too. But don't worry, there are treatments available to help manage the symptoms and prevent any long-term damage. So, if you ever find yourself feeling like your heart is stuck in one position, definitely see a doctor right away. 8. You can live without some body parts. Did you know that some people are born without a spleen? And others can even live without a gallbladder? These organs may seem like essential parts of the body, but it turns out that they're not absolutely necessary for survival. The spleen is responsible for filtering out old blood cells and producing immune cells, while the gallbladder stores and releases bile to help digest fats. However, it's possible to live without either of these organs. People born without a spleen have to be extra careful about getting infections since their immune systems are robust, and those who have had their gallbladder removed may need to change their diet to avoid complications. But ultimately, both groups can lead fulfilling lives without these so-called vital organs. It just goes to show that the human body is incredibly adaptable and resilient. Number 7. Your stomach acid can dissolve metal. Have you ever wondered what exactly is inside your stomach? Well, let's start with the basics. Your stomach is a muscular, J-shaped organ that's responsible for digesting the food you eat. But what's really going on inside that organ? Well, the inner lining of the stomach is coated with a layer of mucus that protects it from the harsh acids produced by specialized cells in the stomach. These acids are a mixture of hydrochloric acid and other compounds that work together to break down the food you eat into smaller particles. This process is essential for digestion and helps your body absorb nutrients from the food you consume. But it's also pretty incredible to think about the sheer power of these acids. In fact, the pH level of your stomach acid can be as low as 1 or 2, which makes it strong enough to dissolve metal. That's why it is important to never ingest any metal objects, as they could potentially cause serious damage to your digestive system. But don't worry, your body is designed to handle the strong acids necessary for digestion without any problems. Just don't go around eating metal. Number 6. Your muscles can explode. Believe it or not, your muscles are capable of a lot more than you might think. When you lift weights, your muscle fibers actually increase in size, which is known as muscle hypertrophy. This means that over time, your muscles can become much stronger and more powerful. But it's not just about getting bigger muscles. Muscle hypertrophy also makes your muscles more resistant to fatigue, allowing you to work out harder and longer before needing a break. This increased endurance is due to several factors, including the production of new muscle fibers, the accumulation of glycogen in the muscles, and an increase in the efficiency of your cardiovascular system. But it's important to remember that pushing your muscles to their limits can also have negative consequences. If you overtrain and don't allow your body enough time to recover, you could end up with muscle strains, injuries, or even rhabdomyolysis, a condition where muscle fibers break down and spill their contents into the bloodstream. Rhabdomyolysis can cause serious kidney damage and other complications. So it is important to listen to your body and take care of yourself to avoid such extreme situations. Number 5. You can change your age by 5 years with exercise. It's true that exercise can have a significant impact on our physical health, but did you know that it can also affect our biological age? A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging found that a year of moderate exercise can reduce the biological age of participants by 5 years. This means that exercise can help us live longer and healthier lives by slowing down the aging process. But how does exercise have such a profound impact on our body? Well, it all has to do with the way that exercise affects our cells. When we exercise, our bodies produce more telomeres, an enzyme that helps maintain the length of our telomeres are sections of DNA that protect the ends of chromosomes and play a role in determining the lifespan of our cells. By maintaining longer telomeres, we can help our cells function more effectively and reduce the risk of age-related diseases. So if you want to add years to your life, it's time to get moving. 4. You can feel your heartbeat in your fingers. Have you ever been so engrossed in a task that you lost track of time? Or perhaps you were enjoying a quiet moment alone when suddenly you felt a strange sensation, your heartbeat in your fingers. Well, this isn't just a figment of your imagination. It's actually a real phenomenon known as the pulse wave. When your heart beats, it pumps blood into your arteries, creating a wave of pressure that travels through your body. This wave, known as the pulse wave, can be felt in various parts of the body, including the fingers. However, it's important to note that this sensation should be regular and consistent. If you notice any changes in your heartbeat, or feel any unusual pulses in your fingers, it's crucial to seek medical attention, as it could be a sign of an underlying heart condition. But for those with healthy hearts, feeling your heartbeat in your fingers is just another reminder of the incredible complexity and wonder of the human body. Your eyes can be addictive. It's no secret that social media has had a profound impact on our lives. From the way we communicate to the way we consume news and entertainment, the internet has revolutionized the way we interact with the world. But have you ever thought about how social media might be affecting your eyes? Well, it turns out that staring at screens all day can have some pretty strange effects on your eyes. One study found that people who spend a lot of time on social media are more likely to develop myopia. This is because when you spend hours staring at your phone screen, your eye muscles don't get a chance to relax, which can cause them to become overworked and strained. Another study found that people who use social media frequently are also more likely to experience dry eye syndrome. This happens when your eyes aren't producing enough lubrication, which can lead to irritation, redness, and a burning sensation. But perhaps the most surprising finding is that social media addiction may even be contributing to a rise in eye twitching, also known as blepharospasm, is a condition that causes involuntary blinking or spasms of the eyelid muscles. While eye twitching can be caused by stress, lack of sleep, or caffeine consumption, some studies suggest that it may also be related to overuse of digital devices like smartphones and computers. Number 2, your brain makes you a magnet. Ever heard of something called the placebo effect? Well, it's when you believe that you're receiving a treatment or taking a medication that will make you feel better, and amazingly, it actually works. But how does the placebo effect work? Well, it all has to do with your brain. When you take a pill or receive an injection, your brain releases a cocktail of neurotransmitters, chemicals that carry messages between nerve cells in your brain. These neurotransmitters can trigger a variety of responses in your body, including the release of hormones that alleviate pain or reduce inflammation. But the same thing can happen even if you're retaking a sugar pill that contains no active ingredients. Your brain is tricked into thinking it's receiving treatment, so it activates the same neurotransmitter pathways and releases the same hormones. This is why people who receive a placebo pill often report feeling better, even though they're not getting any real medication. Number 1, you have superpowers. Let's face it, we'd all love to have superpowers like flying or telekinesis. But turns out we already do, we just don't realize it. Humans have evolved over millions of years, developing a wide range of abilities that allow us to survive and thrive in a variety of environments. One of our most powerful superpowers is our adaptability. Humans can adapt to a wide range of climates and environments, from the freezing cold of the Arctic Circle to the scorching heat of the Sahara Desert. This ability to adapt is thanks to our flexible body, which can adjust to different temperatures, and our intelligence, which allows us to develop tools and strategies for surviving in challenging environments. Another superpower is our creativity. Humans have the unique ability to come up with new ideas and solutions to problems. This creativity has allowed us to develop everything from language and art to technology and medicine. Our ability to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions to problems is what has allowed us to survive and thrive as a species. But perhaps our greatest superpower is our resilience. Humans have an amazing ability to bounce back from adversity and keep moving forward. No matter how tough things get, humans can find a way to adapt and overcome. This resilience is what has allowed us to survive everything from natural disasters to economic downturns. We may not have superpowers in the traditional sense, but we do have the ability to adapt, innovate, and overcome any obstacle that comes our way.